When you see Jesus as the radiance of God, the exact imprint of God's nature, you treasure him. He had no beginning and no end. He's just absolute reality. That you treasure that. You treasure that Jesus. You treasure Jesus when you see him rightly as holding everything, the entire universe in his hand like a tic-tac. You treasure Jesus when you see him when you see him clearly. He's above all things, and he's counseled by no one. No one counsels Jesus or tells him what to do with the universe that he's created. We treasure Jesus, who says all authority in heaven and on earth and under the earth has been given to me. All things, whether thrones, dominions, rulers, or authorities, all things are in submission to me. That Jesus, that's who we treasure. From the most microscopic organisms to the biggest blue whale on the planet, all of those things under the command of Jesus Christ. You treasure him when you see that. When you see Christ rightly, he meticulously rules and reigns in complete and utter freedom. He depends on nothing, and instead everything depends on him. The entire universe depends on him. Everything that you've ever seen, and even everything that you've never seen, is completely secondary to Christ. It was all created by him and through him and for him, and it's utterly dependent upon him for every millisecond of its existence. Everything. You treasure him. Not a single bird in the most remote island in the middle of nowhere has ever fallen to its death apart from the watchful design of Christ. Man, that we would see Jesus and treasure him. His word upholds all the universe, every subatomic molecule held in its place by the mighty word of Jesus. The reason you're not a puddle of pudding on the ground right now is because Jesus is saying, exist. And the moment that he stops saying exist is the exact moment you stop existing. When you see him rightly, you treasure him rightly. Oh, that we would know his power. Man, he's powerful. He walks on water. He heals the lame, and he opens the eyes of the blind. And when the storms rage and the winds blow and they almost turn a boat over, all he has to do is stand up and say one word, peace. And it obeys. This Jesus, the perfect one. He's perfect. He's absolutely never, ever, ever sinned. He's never sinned. He's never done one single thing in all of eternity that was unjust or not right. He's perfect in every single way. In his perfection, he always does what he says he'll do. He always keeps his promises, always faithful without fail. Oh, that we would treasure the Christ of great patience, who made the sun come up this morning and the rain come and nourish the earth full of wicked people. We do not deserve the breath in our lungs. We do not deserve the sunshine or the rain. And yet in his great patience and mercy, he provides it for us. The beauty that is found in beholding Jesus Christ, even in his sovereign obedience to the Father. In humility, he didn't even count equality with God a thing to be grasped, but instead he emptied himself. He took on the form of a servant and was obedient even unto death, a death for us. Do you see the great treasure? We must see Christ clearly, even in his wrath. One day, not far from now, judgment will come from Christ. He will judge everything, the living and the dead. His wrath is being stored up moment by moment, day by day, waiting to be unleashed in fury on those who have rejected him. And they will beg to be crushed by boulders in hopes to die and avoid it. My substitute. He bore all the wrath of God that was stored up and built up for me and my sin. In exchange, he imputed his righteousness onto my account. Complete and perfect righteousness imputed to me, though I did not deserve any of it. By grace, I have been saved, not a result of works. I can't boast. It was all the work of Christ beckoning me from the grave into new life. If there's anything worthy, if there's anything admirable in all of the universe, it's summed up in Jesus Christ. He is supreme and sovereign over all things, all animals, creatures, viruses, weather, disease, disasters, countries, human hearts, and human wills. He rules it all. There's not one square inch of this planet Earth over which the risen Savior doesn't declare, mine. Do you treasure him?